is a fourth trimester package good for? Hi, I'm Cindy Rubin. I am a breastfeeding medicine doc and fourth trimester physician with a small home visit practice in the Chicagoland area. So I provide what's called fourth trimester packages. These are packages where I provide house calls, home visits for the first 8 weeks or so after you bring your baby home. I provide all your baby's general pediatric needs, well visits, sick visits, answering questions you may have. And I also, as a breastfeeding medicine doc and lactation consultant, can provide all of your lactation needs. Or if you have another lactation consultant, it's fine to use them, or we can work together, whatever makes sense. And I also do a lot of maternal mental health screening and pelvic floor screening, and referring you to other places that you may need help and resources. I make sure that your partner is doing okay, your other kids are doing okay. So who can this benefit? Well, first of all, I would say everyone. And I would say that everyone should have some sort of home visiting, whether it's from a doctor or a nurse or a peer, in the first weeks after bringing a baby home, because it's really tough and moms need to be looked after and made sure that they are doing okay. Pretty much all other developed countries have this sort of service. We don't in the United States, so we have to figure out ways to make it happen. So if you are just a new parent, even if you didn't give birth to your baby and you adopted or used a surrogate, you still can use these services. So really any new parent. But first-time moms, first-time parents, you just have no idea what to expect. So having this kind of care lined up where you can really access us easily, you cannot have to worry about going out, and ask any second, third, fourth time parents how hard it is to get out of the house in those early weeks for various reasons, and how many appointments there are. That's a really, really important thing to consider. If you have underlying anxiety or depression, sometimes those come out more after giving birth, and just having somebody who you can easily contact with questions and concerns, and you know they're going to be visiting you frequently, and that they are by your side that whole time that is so challenging and difficult, is really, really helpful. If you have a history of breastfeeding problems, or you know you're going to have a special needs child who maybe needs a little extra care, if you have a medical problem that may make things a little bit more complicated in those first weeks, if you have a history of infertility, not only is that a risk factor for potentially having some problems with breastfeeding, but infertility is a difficult road, and we get very focused on just having our baby successfully, which is what you should be focused on. But we don't always think about, oh my gosh, how are we going to feel once that baby comes? And oftentimes I do see that people who have a history of infertility have some more anxiety than other people, post just more questions and concerns and worries, even if it's not truly anxiety. And again, just kind of preparing and having expectations, knowing that that may be the case, that can really, really help to make it a more pleasant and less surprising, especially surprising in a negative way, not matching your expectations, if that's how your journey looks. Having somebody to be able to ask your questions, know what's coming next, be able to reassure you when you're worried about things, and help you troubleshoot when things maybe aren't going how you expected them to or going well. So really, anybody can use these services, but those are just a couple of specific reasons why some people may specifically consider it. So if you're in the Chicagoland area, these are services that I provide. There are other people doing similar sorts of services in other parts of the country. I can always help you find somebody if you are looking. Have a wonderful day. And this is also something that can be given as a gift. So if you are a soon-to-be grandparent, or you're invited to a friend's baby shower, these are great gifts that are so useful, and you will be loved forever by providing this sort of service as a gift to your loved one. Have a great day.